on this episode of the Artist SitDown.
You from New York, Brooklyn, right?
I'm doing the interviewing.
No. Nope. We're doing the interview.
I'm doing the interviewing.
You interview me, I interview you.
Okay.
There we go. You almost bust your ass.
I did.
Yeah.
And you know what he's going to tell me? He said, and if you fall, I'm going to laugh. And then I have to tell him, I'm going to laugh too.
This thing called fuck it in your life. That's that fuck it. I use it often. Like, fuck it.
Hey you guys, what's going on? It's your girl Kamora She, and you're tuning in to episode 5 of the Artist SitDown. So you guys, if you enjoyed last week's video, I just need you guys to go give that a thumbs up and make sure you guys share that on all your social media pages. Share it to a friend, to share it to a friend, and really just interact and engage so I know what you guys like, what you guys want, and what you guys don't want. Without further ado, we actually have a pretty interesting artist today. None like the artists we've had before, because this artist we have now is a Grammy nominated music educator, and he's holding 6.3 million followers on TikTok, and he's a teacher turned influencer and content creator. I need you guys to help me give a round of applause for Chaz. How are you?
I'm so great. I'm so good. How are you is the better question.
I'm doing really good.
Yeah?
It's actually really good to have you on the show.
Yeah.
I think
Why is it really good to have me on the show?
I think the audience is going to be interested about our interaction and how you got on the show today.
I think you're interested in how.
And I think you're interesting as well.
Okay, well, let's get interesting.
Let's let's have an interesting conversation.
Come on, man. Mess around with me and blush.
So you guys, I just want you all to help me welcome Chaz. So I met Chaz before he actually gets into giving his bio. I met Chaz at this event that we had at my college today called the Students of Color Leadership Conference. And he was actually the guest performer. And he sounded really good. So without further ado, I just want you to introduce yourself to the crowd.
What's going on, guys? I'm Chaz Bruce. I do a whole lot, so it's hard to introduce yourself. I do a whole lot of stuff, right? But right now, my main thing is content creation and influencer, man. That's my main thing. But I started off as a music educator, and that was dope. I taught for a while. I actually graduated from Alfred University, across the street from Alfred State. But I was here. They booked me to come speak about social media. I did a workshop. Excuse me. I did a workshop. And then they also had me come and do a performance, because I'm an artist too. So I do a bunch of things as far as like singing different songs or whatever. But because it's Black History Month and you guys were doing like a Black student-led event, I decided to do James Brown, which is the foundation of all music. Definitely the foundation of just about every hip hop. Yeah. Every pop artist it started with James Brown. So I like to bring like the bass music when I come and when I do a performance. So I was doing my show, and then I looked up. I don't know what you was doing. You must have came to the window and did something, because
I literally came to see if you guys were still going.
Oh, you came to the window, and I saw people look. I'm looking at the crowd, but I see the crowd look up, and I turn around, and you were over there just angelic smiling. You smiled down at me. You was like, ow. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. She cute. Let me make her come down here. And I went like this. I hit you.
And he let me go down, y'all.
You came down, and you almost bust your ass.
I did. Yeah. And you know what he's going to tell me? He said, and if you fall, I'm going to laugh. And then I have to tell him, I'm going to laugh too.
I swear to God, she came over. She did one of these little stumbles, got back cute. And then I was doing this thing where I make people sing. And I don't care if you can sing or not, but I just like the fact that that you will face your fear. to be in front of a crowd and do anything it can be scary. So I like to just make random. Every time I hit a stage, I try and do that. And so I had her come down, and I think I was doing Funky Good Time. I wanna have a funky good time.
You were.
And then I handed her the mic, and she hit me with the "You gonna have a funky good time."
Wait, how did I sound? Because I could not hear myself. The music was so loud.
It was. Did I have the wire mic or I had the wireless mic? I think I had the wireless mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you couldn't hear it, because the wireless mic went down. And then after you is when I switched over and you can hear everything better. But you sounded good. And if you had sounded bad, I'd have been like, she cute, but she can't sing. Get her up out of here, fam.
Yeah, I know.
I'd have been like, you can go back upstairs, baby. You good.
He would have not had dismissed me like that. In front of
I would have.
Oh,
I
boy.
definitely would have. I'm sorry, I would have. But it's all good. I like this setup.
Do you?
This is cool.
Isn't it?
Cool. This is
Thank
real
you so much
cool.
for even being on here.
Well, I mean, any chance that
And
I get
opening
to-
your platform to mine.
I'm trying to open my platform to yours now. Relax.
Oh.
See, anytime you stop. Why? Is this like a? Okay, wait. No, we don't have to hold back, right?
No.
Okay, well then, what's up, then?
Be comfortable.
You from New York, Brooklyn, right?
I'm doing the interviewing.
No. Nope.
I'm-
We're doing the interview.
I'm doing the
You interview
interviewing.
me, I interview you.
Okay.
There we go. So you from Brooklyn?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Where Brooklyn at?
Where Brooklyn at?
Where Brooklyn at? That's
And you're
cool.
from Rochester?
Yeah, and you know what?
And how's that? How's Rochester?
Rochester is it's a small town city. It's a city. It's the closest city I got from this school, so I know people go up there a lot. But it's a cool little city. You know what I mean? Like we always, every time I mention I'm from New York, and then they say what part, and I say Rochester, New York people go, oh, that ain't real New York. It's like,
I mean, I didn't want to say that.
I know what you was thinking. I saw you. I saw in your head when I said it. I was like, at least you didn't say it though.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I do.
Because I mean, Rochester's dope. Like I know a couple of people from Rochester, and
know
I
the
mean they
dopest people from
cool.
Rochester,
They
man.
cool. Like I feel like Rochester got a different vibe, but they cool.
Yeah, we usually cool. And being that it's Alfred, you'll get a lot of Rochester students up here.
No, we have a lot.
Yeah.
So let's skip the small talk. Let's go into business. So,
Go.
tell us about you going. So I really want to talk about your music career. Pretty much like going from being a music educator to now influencer content creator. So can you tell us how you even came about doing music first?
Well, music, my whole family is music. Like my dad recorded, he's a national recording gospel artist. So that and music just runs in our veins and my family. So that's a given, right? So since middle school, I was like advanced in music. I used to get pulled out of my middle school class, and they would have me teaching my friends and teaching like while I'm still in middle school. And that's been the theme. Every level of school. Same thing happened in high school, same kind of thing. I recorded my first independent album in high school. This was crazy. It was
How was
fire.
that?
I produced it myself. I convinced my high school to buy like a music studio, and I figured out how to produce and make beats and how to record, and you know, it's just been a constant elevation.
Wow.
And then I got into when I got into teaching. It's funny. I ended up teaching music. And never really took an education course here. I was just
You were
so
self-taught.
known. Yeah, I was just so known. It was like as like someone who advanced in music and like they didn't matter. Well, and I ended up teaching at a charter school for a little bit. So with a charter school, you don't have to have like a certificate for education, and from there, that's when I got acknowledged as a Grammy nominated music educator. So,
Wow.
but all that turned once I figured out what was happening on this social media platform and how valuable content is and how much money I can make off of that. So I shifted gears from focusing on or even thinking about doing a music or tapping into the music industry in any kind of way, and just started focusing on this content. And I got to TikTok super early, and it was over after that.
And so I know you already discussed with me what type of content you make on there, but tell the people like what type of content you create on these platforms.
I make content based off of me, right? So one thing I talk about with creators and up-and-coming creators is making yourself the niche, right? I'm the niche. Whatever I do, so I can cook. I can't cook, but I try to cook. Like I'll find like a recipe on TikTok and try to recreate it.
What do you mean try to cook? So wait, so do you pretend that it tastes good?
No, I don't. If it's horrible, I don't lie. That's the authentic part. Like, even though I sat here and cooked it and went through this process, I'll still be like, this tastes like shit.
Okay.
But I've only did like a couple of cooking days. I said cooking because that was just something else that I started tapping into. But I do a lot of things from dancing. I was the first teacher on TikTok, doing trends with their students. Wow. And then from there, I figured out how to, I wouldn't say manipulate the algorithm, but I just figured out how to curate the algorithm to work with me because I don't like being put in a box. So when I first started doing TikTok, it was like just the teacher thing, dancing with my students. But I was so much more talented. I knew like if I only focus on that, then they'll only accept me for that. So I started doing different types of content from family content. I did some I started a new trend with the pool parties, and those went viral. And then I partnered with BT, and then all of a sudden all of my pool party content was viral. And then I've had just community type things. And then my family is super talented, so I do content with my family, and so everything.
I'm interested to even know how these family gatherings go about, because if you're a singer, and that's what I'm saying. You're probably gonna see a clip of this. So
I'll see
usually for like the break, usually for like our little break, I usually like to add a little clip of the artist and their what they do. But yeah, if y'all saw how he was singing on there, first of all, we were doing an interview in here, and you can hear this man through the wall. And I'm just like, I was sitting here in my editor, I was just like, Christian, oh my gosh, like, is the mics picking? I was like, is this mic picking it up? And then thank God I didn't pick it up because we were talking directly in the mic. But when I say this whole wall was like boom, 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 I was like, damn. So then that's why I went out there and I looked, and then that's when everybody looked, and that whole thing happened.
The band was rocking.
Yeah,
the band was rocking, man.
But it was really good, y'all. And I really enjoyed it. But what does that family dynamic look like when you guys get together? Like, is it just like a big gospel type of situation?
No, what it usually is, right? I have 8 sisters. I'm the only boy, and so how it usually goes, it's like, we just get around with some good food. I'm usually my family is funny too, so I do comedy as well. So my family thinks they're funny. So it's usually a bunch of just fun laughter, and then usually some dance. My family's gone viral so many times, like just dancing and just being fun and being like just like a good authentic black family.
Yeah, like a good vibe.
Yeah, and we don't do like the drama and all that. I ain't gonna do none of that. Not at all. We have a good time. We smile. My mom is, the big prayer. You know how that stuff is. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good time though. It's a great time. I like my family is dope. My family is dope as I am. And I'm the wild card, so they know. Like, once I show up.
What do you mean by the wild card? Like, you're just spontaneous with everything?
Yeah, I don't give a damn. I don't hold back nothing. Like, my sister, she a pastor, so, like, she know when I come around, I'm not trying to hear none of that pastor shit. Nigga, I don't care. I'm like, hey, I ain't trying to hear all that.
Get out of here with that shit.
Get out of here. Fuck out of here, nigga. I'm one of those. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That one in the family that don't care, but you love him because he don't care. He's like, he don't care. He gonna speak his mind. That's who I am. And I'm fun and loving. I'm like big into like just family connections. So like I'm the uncle. Like all of my sisters have like they have at least 4 kids. So I'm the uncle. Like I will grab all of my nieces and nephews and like take them somewhere and like play games.
The rich, you know how like they have like the rich auntie. You like the rich uncle for them.
Hell yeah, I want to.
You gonna spoil your dog.
Oh yeah, I want to be the. I want to be the. I want to be the cool ass uncle. Like, cause I remember my cool uncle. Like I'm like, I want to be that. I want my nieces and nephews to be like, and they already do, cause they. I'm famous on TikTok, man. Once you're famous on TikTok, you can sit with the kids.
I know they're at school boasting.
Oh yeah.
Like, no, that's my uncle.
They all the time. All the time they call me like, tell them you my uncle. I'm like,
they don't believe me.
They go. But it's cool, man. I love it. And I think it's dope, man, to have something that like, you know, they can really, you know, attach to and be proud of. Man, I think that's important in family dynamics and with kids. Anything that the kids can be proud of. And you know, that's dope. Especially attached to a black man. It's fire.
It is amazing, actually, especially being a black man. And that was gonna be my next question. Like,
what, do you like black men?
I only prefer black men.
Okay. Do you like me?
I mean, I think you're pretty cute.
Ooh,
I think you're pretty handsome, actually. Let me change my choice of word.
Say, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But anyways, I feel like what I want to know is, you know, given all your success and what you've done throughout the time and throughout your years, like, what is something that motivates you to continue to push forward and like keep producing content, keep going?
Baby. The bag. The bag, baby. I figured out how to get paid to it being me. And that is just
the best feeling.
I mean, it really is, man. It took me a while to get here. It was a lot of work, a lot of consistent content creation and just staying with it because I knew it was possible. When I first got on TikTok, I got on TikTok the day it switched from Musical.ly to TikTok. That day, that's when I got on.
TikTok was Musical.ly?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. See.
Wow.
TikTok. Yeah. So I was teaching at the time. This was 3 years ago. I was teaching K through 8. I was teaching music. And what I did every Monday is I would sit my students in a circle. We ain't got no lessons or anything. I just want to talk. Let's just chop it up. How was your weekend? What did y'all do? Individually, giving them each one a voice to tell me whatever they wanted to tell me, right? About their weekend. And they would always say, oh, I did this. I was over my cousin's house and we made a Musical.ly. And every student kept saying that. Oh, we made a music. What's this Musical.ly? It's like, well, Mr. Bruce. This is my name. You can call me Mr. Bruce if you want to for the rest of the evening. I mean,
Mr. Bruce?
Yeah.
I like Chaz.
You like Chaz?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool.
What do you want me to call you, Mr. Bruce?
I like Chaz.
Oh, okay, Chaz.
Mr. Bruce if you're nasty.
Okay, Mr. Bruce.
Okay, now podcast land. Cut. So yeah, they were saying, you know, Musical.ly, and I was like, what's this Musical.ly thing? And it's like, it's an app where you lip sync and we dance. And I was like, let me see. Took a look at it. I was like, all right, I could do a couple of videos. And they were like, Mr. Bruce, you can't know nothing about that. You can't do that. And I'm one of those people. Don't tell me what. All right, let me see this thing. I took it home. I'm scrolling. I made a couple videos, and that day is when it went from Musical.ly to TikTok. So I was like, it was a little bit glitchy, but I was like, yo, this app is fire.
Wow.
This app is like, I knew from the first day. I was like, this app is about to change it. I swear to God, I knew it, and I was like, no, my immediate next thought is how I take advantage, because what I recognized is to be early to a platform. It's easy to get followers. It's easy to be in the mix with like the people you need to be in the mix, and that's exactly what happened. I got on there, and within a month and a half, TikTok flew me to their headquarters, had me in meetings, and made me an ambassador of the app. Then they had me flying me around to tell people and work with people and workshop collabs, and it was just crazy from there.
But like with that, right? So I know you said like the change happened that day. So is it like Musical.ly, like ambassador, like CEOs and stuff, executive, whatever, like now just working for the brand TikTok, or is it like two separate entities? Like it was bought by an Asian company,
and they rebranded it to TikTok. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it was crazy. And then it was like,
how was that experience?
Which one?
Being flown out by TikTok.
It was dope. They flew me out. Okay. Okay. I was flew out. That was dope.
Nah, you're not funny.
It was like first class, everything. They laid it out because they knew what was up. And it was LA. This is when the headquarters was in LA. Right across from that comedy club, because I ended up sneaking out and going to a comedy show. But they flew us out. They flew out a good, I think, 10, 15 top influencers at the time. And they had us like at this really nice dinner. You know, when you go to LA, if they flying you to LA, like a company is like laying shit out for you. So they had us at dinner, and I'm sitting at dinner telling this random person, I'm like, yo, this is how TikTok works, y'all. You got to do this, and this, and this. And he was like, oh, that's cool, man. Just save that for the meeting tomorrow. I was like, all right, cool. And then I get to the meeting tomorrow, and that dude was the one running the meeting. and everything I had said was in the PowerPoint, and I was sitting there like, whoa, I really got it. And then I snuck out and started like figuring out what was where they were heading, where the TikTok was heading, by like going and asking questions, because I was like, I'm here now, y'all got to deal with me. I'm like, I'm not about to just be here just to be here. I'm like, what's going on?
The juice.
I saw the music department. I'm like, what's this? It's like, this is the music department. What's the music department? Like, because I thought TikTok was just lip sync.
Right.
That's when I figured out what they were doing and how they were connecting with the music industry, which was like, okay, nope, click, figured it out. Then I went over here to another office, and I was like, what is this office? And he was like, this is like the brand reach out or something, whatever. So I was like, click, I see that, I see. Then that's when I started seeing the money coming in to TikTok. I started seeing the brands coming in, and that's when I was on it. And then the first thing I did was started monetizing my TikTok by working with brands.
Wow.
Most of it was the brands deals. My first brand deal was with Pepsi. That was crazy.
Pepsi. I know, because you know I'm about to go ask you how that was.
That was dope. What happened was we used to go viral every single day. Every single day.
For singing?
Times. No, this is dancing with my students.
Okay.
Dance trends with my students. It was I incorporated it into class now. At this point, it's like, so like if it was February, it was like Black History Month. We would go to African TikTok and learn African dances, right, and do African trends, and then they would comment back and forth like, "Oh, yeah, I did a good job," and all that good stuff. I don't know why I did the African voice on the comment. They did a good job. I think I did a good job. I think I did a good job on the TikTok.
No comment. An intrusive thought came into my mind.
Oh, what was the interesting thought?
Intrusive? I'd rather not say.
Oh, don't have no wild fetish about it.
It wasn't a wild fetish at all.
I was going to say, I definitely have this accent the whole time for the rest of the time. If you want me to do that, I will do that for you.
Well, Africans really intrigue me. I don't think not in this interview.
No? It's all right. I'm sorry, I'm juicy mouthed it. That was a little bit of spit. But anyways.
Don't be spitting on my mind. They cost a little pretty penny.
I have this whole setup.
Do you?
I do.
Damn. He trying to shit on me, y'all.
No. I'm saying you got a good setup.
Thank you.
I think, where was I at?
You were talking about dancing with your students to the African.
So yeah, I incorporated it in my classroom. Oh, we were talking about Pepsi. And we were going viral every day. And I got an email from somebody that was from PepsiCo. I think the company's PepsiCo. And they were like, we're working on a campaign. It's a recycling campaign. We would love it to look like your content that you're on TikTok. That's on TikTok. We found your TikTok. We loved it. We want to. I was like, okay. This one I first put on my little business mind as far as like, all right, I'm talking to a big brand and giving them numbers. What we doing? I'm like, okay. Well, I needed to. If we're gonna do it, it needs to be authentic. It needs to be my students. We need to shoot it here in my classroom, and we need to use the music that I choose, which I incorporated my music into that video. It's like, what? I'm about to hit it all on all cylinders, and I want this much to do it. And it was like, yes. And I was like, yeah.
So that sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And I was like, oh shit. They said, yeah, fast. They wanted 20K. I said, yeah. Yeah, they said yes to the 20K. I was like,
it's Pepsi.
Huh?
It's Pepsi. Shit, they say yes to 20K. Well, you probably could have boosted that up.
That's what I realized after. I was like, damn, I lowballed. They said yes way too fast. But that was my first little big, you know what I mean?
But that's a great ass.
What? Then it was
first
like,
time.
What? And so once I figured it out, shot that, got that, I was like, shit, teach what? Teach who? Come where every day? Not your boy. I done figured it out. They let me figure it out. But what I didn't do is just be like, well, thanks kids for giving me viral. I built the brand and the page in class with them, not so that I can use them, but so that they can see in real time how to build on social media, how to build a brand.
And they probably learned a lot.
You feel me? They learned a whole lot. And then I told them after, I said, don't be surprised when it's time for me to go, because elevations is different levels. You got to go. I can't stay here in this classroom if I got 6.3 million people wanting to watch whatever I do, and I have to focus and turn that into a revenue stream. And I figured it out.
Right.
Figured it out.
That's actually really amazing.
Yeah, it was
And
dope,
so, tell me about the Grammy nomination. How did that come about? Like,
so that was when I was teaching at this is straight out of college.
Okay.
I was teaching at an all boys school, and I was just doing different things in my classroom. Right, it was all boys, so I know they were lacking like male intimacy type thing. Like I made them hug every day when they walked into my classroom.
As you should.
And they had to hug somebody before they had to leave all year. When I first did it, they were like, man, this is gay, man. I ain't with the gay shit. It's gay. But then by the third day, they were looking for those hugs. And then by the end of the year, I asked them, like, what did you learn from this class? Now, we did so many things, from ballet, tap, jazz. I used to bring a music studio to my classroom. Every year, every class get to record a song, and we had a CD. I did piano. I taught piano, I taught drum. I taught everything I knew how to do. And at the end of the year, I asked, what is something you're going to take from this class that you're going to take with you from this class? And a few of them said the hugging. But one of them said, I hugged my dad for the first time. We hug here all the time, and he went to give me a hand, say goodbye, and I just gave him a hug. And I was like, how'd it feel? So he said it felt great. I was like, see, that's the type of changes like that I want to be a part of, or help make. So we would do videos. We were doing content, music videos, and challenges back when we were doing challenges. But that was all on like Facebook and YouTube. But we were going viral then too, and it just got around, and people were like, "He's like the best music teacher." This was actually the first time Grammys ever did a music educator Grammy. So I guess I don't know who did. Somebody sent them my name. And I got an email from the Grammy board, and there was a whole process, and I didn't win.
What was your reaction when you got it?
It was.
Was it regular, or did you actually like get hyped?
It was regular, because
you was experiencing a lot already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in this trajectory for since kindergarten. Like I've always been like, this thing gonna be somebody. It's always been right for the most part. Not to sound like.
No, but
it's just, I got it. I've had it since day one. I know it, and I'm gonna sit in it, and I'm gonna walk.
You knew this is where you were gonna be at.
I didn't know how I was gonna get there. I knew I was gonna get here.
Yeah.
I didn't know how I was gonna know if it was gonna get TV, it was gonna be music, it was gonna be dance, but I know I'm gonna get to this space that I'm in right now. And I'm not even saying that I'm at the top space in my life right now. I just know financially, nigga, I'm great, and I get to do what I want. Now it's everything from here. It's like fun. What do I want to do? What do I feel like doing? Like, for example,
the next step.
I went to St. Croix. No, first I went to Miami. I went to Miami, and then from Miami I went to St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. From there I went to St. Thomas. But it was all just one way. So it was like, I'll come back when I feel like I'm back. I don't have a
set plan.
Job to come back to that I gotta go do, somebody tell me I have to do.
But see, that's the type of life.
Freedom for me. Like, can't nobody tell me I have to do nothing. Can't nobody tell me I'm fired.
And like, can you explain to the people, sorry for cutting you off, like, what does that feel like? Like, that amount of freedom
it's free, man. It's so dope. It is so dope, man. Like, it's a couple of things, right? I was saying before, I just put up a stat. I was like, yo, I remember I used to be scared to check my account because I'd be afraid of what's not in there. And I said, now I'm afraid to check my account because of the stupid shit that I might buy. And that was just something that I recently kind of just realized. I'm like, holy shit, that's wild. And then like, even now, like, I came up to do this show. And I charge
spontaneously, mind you guys.
Yeah. No, not this show. I'm talking about. Well, yes, that too. But I was talking about this Alfred show in general.
Oh.
I've come up here a few times to work with them, and Alfred has always been hesitant to like drop a bag. So like I stopped like doing anything for them until they figure out where to get the money from. Like, figure it out. What's up?
But they made it happen.
And they made it happen because I came up here earlier this year, And I did a small little show at the Alfred U. Same kind of thing where I was just pulling people into my world of performance. And so much so that everybody was there was like, how the hell did we get you back here? Well, here's how you do it. And now it's like I get to just do shit I want to do.
Well,
how I want to do
always a student. So
yeah. And I think what you're doing now, right? You're setting up to do so. What I would say though is like take full advantage of where you're at right now.
That's exactly
what you're able to do right now, and build and be consistent as hell and grow. Most people podcasts they die because of lack of consistency. But you have it right here. What year are you in?
My junior
year. You got a couple more years to rock. You should have so much content, so much so that you should be. So one thing that I do is to talk about monetization. If you have a page, social media, and all you're doing is posting and watching, then you're losing out, because what I've realized is content is king, and it's so valuable. So valuable. Like so valuable right now.
So valuable.
It is though. I don't like trying to like tell people like what I make, because I don't want to be braggadocious. But like from videos, like I bring in $30,000 to $40,000 a month.
Wow.
Videos, people, content. But once you figure the game out, it's like once I figured that out, I was like, for real. Nigga.
You said you could make this much of a fucking video?
What? Nigga, I went back to, I will post videos from 6-7 years ago. If it didn't make no money, I saved all of them. I will post them. Throwback Thursdays, nigga, what? Get all of this video. And how it works is I have the same monetization as Country Wayne. You know what it is? It's a big creator. He makes like $900,000 a month off Facebook.
What's the content?
He do skits.
Oh wow.
He does skits.
You said 900,000 a month?
Yeah. It's real out here in these social. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's real out here in these social media streets.
A month?
Because it's advertising. Yes, advertising. Once I figured that out, I said, God damn. What? Y'all playing. And if I can get people to get on it now, before, like, if I can get you to get on your page monetized, you could be making that before you graduate. Then what do we talk about then at that point? What do we talk about right now? You making 10, 15 a month. We're
talking about world tours.
Come on. So like I try and tell people about that as much as possible, because once I figured it out, if it's gonna tell me nothing, what you about to tell me?
Beware. You can't say shit.
Do what? For who? When? Fuck out here. I'm moving up.
A time.
What now? And then now, everything else that y'all wanted to book me for is up from here. It's up from here. So social media content and monetization is the game right now. And if you can get on it, especially if you have access to stuff like that. Girl, stop playing. And you got the look, got the personality, go in.
Thank you.
Go in, be consistent, like dive into it. Like right now, I would tell you to go crazy on Facebook Reels. Facebook Reels. Facebook is paying the most right now. They got the most monetization. Well,
but
YouTube
what's the
YouTube
so
too.
Like, because I try to stay out of like going deeply into the business, but like, what's the like, not necessarily what's the algorithm, but what do you find to be like the content that is being most searched or most watched at the moment? Like, what do you think people are really interested in?
I think right now people are interested in just authentic content, because now what everybody been trying to be viral and doing
and just doing everything
and fake this, and people are trying too hard. What I succeed in a lot is just, no matter what I'm doing, it's authentic. It's me. I'm doing it, right? I'm not trying to do anything. I'm not trying to make, unless I'm doing comedy, I'm trying to make you laugh. Other than that, this is just what's happening. So authentic content is what people are like, I think what's working right now. Like, for example, that Have you been on that? Who did I marry story on TikTok?
With the
It's like 50
yeah,
parts.
First of all,
I didn't watch it.
that's a crazy story, to be honest.
Did you watch all of it?
I didn't even finish watching the second part. Like, I just feel like it's too much.
Yeah, it's too much.
I feel like it's too much for someone that
But
you don't know
people
who
like
you
it.
marry. Like,
People
no,
like
people do like it.
And
But
she's authentic.
it's giving me a video novel. Like, it's just a lot.
That's where it's going. That's where it's going. But that's she was authentic. She's telling her story. She wasn't doing a whole bunch of extra stuff in the story. She's just sitting there telling you a story about her life, like real stories in part.
Mm-hmm.
Lady making all types of money now. Tubi want to do a deal. It's like, it's authentic. Be authentic.
Wow. Well, you guys, I just want to thank Chaz. But right now, we're actually about to go to break. So also, since we're about to go to break, you are going to see a little bit of Chaz content. So be sure to watch that. And also, all his information to his social media and his links will be in the description below. So make sure you guys click that. It's your girl, Kimora She.
It's Chaz Bruce.
And we'll be right back after the break.
These messages, we'll be right back.
Hey, you guys, what's going on? It's your girl, Kamarashi.
It's Chaz Bruce, and I'm back, bitches. No.
And I hope you guys enjoyed Chaz content, his videos. So you guys already know what this part of the segment is going to be. We're just going to ask Chaz a couple of mental health questions and see how he's doing. And let's get right into that. So Chaz, how do you feel? Blah 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 blah.
Oh, you don't have the earphones, so you can't hear.
I can't hear you.
Yeah. But he can.
He definitely can hear you.
You hear that? You gonna go back and listen to it later on and be like, oh my god.
Oh boy.
You know what I'm saying? This is my sexy R&B voice, ladies, man. You feel me? Go get your towels, cause it's about to get real wet. But go ahead. What was the questions you want to ask?
Wow, I just lost my train of thought. The voice.
Okay, baby, I'm back.
Okay.
Come on, we talk about California West Coast.
So I just wanted to say, how do you feel with all the success that you've been experiencing, continue to experience, and just regular personal life stuff? Like, how do you feel mentally that you're keeping up? Like, how do you feel everything's going?
I feel great. I feel like honestly, sometimes I go back and double check, like, is this really happening? Like, this is really happening, right? This is real. Something's gonna happen. I try not to have that thought, but I'll be checking my stuff like, that's right in my bank account right now. That's crazy. And it's cool, man. And for me, it's like, I don't want to get too caught up in just making everything about money. But like right now, I'm running to the bag. I'm running it up. So I'm having a blast. Traveling is something that I love, so I stay on a flight. And just I'm good. Welcome to the good
catch
life.
Flights, y'all. And then my last question for you is, if you had to, and you could look in this camera here, but if you could give any advice to anybody out there, what advice you would give them in this moment?
Any advice or pertaining to?
Any type of advice.
Any type of advice. Learn how to have this thing called fuck it in your life. That's that fuck it. I use it often. Like, fuck it. Right? Or I have an idea. I'm gonna get it done. Fuck it. This person is trolling, or they feel this way. Nah, fuck it. Like, I think if you can have a little bit more fuck it in your life, things will be a lot easier, because you're not worried about what people think, man. A lot of people are held back based on everybody else's thought of whatever you thinking, or your thought of what they're gonna think.
Yeah.
And if you can get to fuck it faster, oh my God, life is much easier, especially on the social media side. Right? I was like that before social media. I was always give a fuck it. Fuck it. And then when I figured out how to do that on social media too, everything went, I don't care. You don't overthink your content. I never overthink pictures, posts. Now I just go. Sometimes it can get you in trouble. But a lot of times it's quite beneficial. So that's what I would say. Fuck it, man. Especially nowadays, man. This world is so crazy.
Yeah,
fuck it. Go live, yo.
Having the fuck it.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Go, man, fuck it, God. I ain't worried about none of that shit. There's too much stuff going on in life right now to be worried about little things. Worried what people gonna think or how people gonna accept this. Fuck it. I'm telling you. And that's got me. The fuck it has gotten me. It has got me some dope moments, like my Ice Spice moment. I went viral with Ice Spice a couple years ago.
How was that?
It was cool. I did a partnership.
Was she still like Ice Spice?
Yeah, no, she was Ice Spice. This was Munch Ice Spice.
Oh wow.
This is Munch Ice Spice. You think I'm a Munch? I didn't even know what it meant. So, but I did a partnership with BET. This when I was doing my pool content. So I started a pool party content where we sit people in the chair that's tilted in the pool. We play a song. They have to finish the lyrics. If they don't finish the lyrics correctly, we drop them in the pool. right? So games like that, and BET reached out in the same way Pepsi did. They needed help promoting the BET Awards, and I was like, okay, if you want me to do that, then we have to do this pool party tour where we go to these different states, we do these pool parties, and then we end up at the BET Awards. So I end up at the BET Awards, and they kind of had me sitting up top, way at the top, and I was like, fuck it, I'm out. I ain't never sat. I don't care where I go. I ain't never sitting up top nowhere. You're just gonna have to kick me out. I'm going to sit somewhere. I'm gonna act like I don't know. I thought this was my seat. I do it with football games too.
Right.
But I do it at the awards. It was in Atlanta, and I ended up at the front with all the celebrities, everybody there, and I'm over there. Just the people. Some people are recognized me for my TikTok stuff, but for the most part, I'm just doing my 1-2. And then just messing with different people and capturing it with my content or with my camera. And then I'm getting ready to. I'm walking towards this way, and then I see Ice Spice coming this way. I didn't really know who she was. Like, I just kind of knew of what was going on. This was when Munch was booming. So I kept hearing the song. Think of my Munch. Think of my Munch. Think of my Munch. I'm like,
thought I was feeling you.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. You thought I was feeling you. So she's coming down the stairs. I'm like right here. And then I was like, all right, I got to get a moment. I said, yo, Shuddy, I'm definitely a Munch. What's poppin'?
That was you?
That was me. You saw that moment? You saw
I
the video?
did.
That was me. I said, what did I say? I said, yo, I'm definitely a Munch. I'm definitely a Munch. And then I had a little giggle. She turned around and she said,
I definitely remember that.
Yeah, and then she goes, what did she say? She said for sure, or something like that, some New York shit. That was like,
she was like, right.
Right.
She was like, right.
Right. That was me. That was my moment. And what I did was,
wow.
I then take that and I post it and go, the caption was, I almost bagged Ice Spice. Now, I'm a New York nigga, so I wasn't really trying to get at you. If I was trying to get at you, you would know, like, well, what's up? You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to rizz her up. I was just like, in the moment, I could only think of Munch, which I don't know what it means, but I'm definitely that. So what's up? What's poppin'? And she gave me a good smile. It was like, it was a nice vibe. But when I posted, I said, I almost bagged Shorty, which I knew everybody was gonna be like, oh nah, you ain't got no riz, which sent the shit everywhere. It was all over every blog. Like, oh, the guy, he gets turned down by Ice Spice. And I was just like, oh. And then they started dragging me like I really tried to bag her type shit. So what I did was, I was like, okay, next day I got up and went to the studio, took her beat, rewrote her song. But it was just saying, I wasn't like at her. I wasn't drilling her. I basically said, you thought I was feeling you? That shit was a talk. I mean, it was TikTok. That shit was a talk. 6 million followers, you know that I'm hot. Recorded a vid, you know that dropped now. You thought I was feeling you? No, that shit was a talk. I said, I went to BET looking out mean, looking out fast. It's on YouTube, but I did a whole song.
That's crazy.
I did a whole song.
Wow.
And posted it because all of the blogs were saying, and then all of them picked up. But when I posted that song, I was like, I had to get back at Ice Spice. I said I called it a diss track, but I didn't diss her at all. And then all the vlogs picked that up. Like, oh, he's so corny. Now he want to make diss songs, and all I was doing was playing their algorithm and getting more popular, and making money off this shit. I didn't give a fuck about no Ice Spice. And then what's funny was I ended up at Rolling Loud in Miami, and she was performing. And when she was performing, somebody stole my phone. I was like, I don't know about this Ice Spice. I was really watching her, like, then as soon as she was done, I was like, what the fuck? They took my phone in Miami, my phone in my wallet.
You didn't feel it?
Nah, they were good.
Damn.
Like, yeah, nah. I'll never go back to Rolling Loud again. I don't like that.
Rolling Loud's too packed for me.
Yeah, it's too much. I thought it's trash. But I will, however, go back to South by Southwest if you get a chance. You want to do that? I've
been hearing about South by Southwest.
Oh, you want to go to that?
Is it really good?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. South by Southwest. Fires. Everybody there. Every artist, you can see them too perform. It's like a music festival, but it's not one stage. It's like throughout the entire city. Every venue that can be performing, there's somebody performing there all day, every day. You can go to wherever. It's so dope. So dope.
South by Southwest.
I'll be there. I already got my ticket.
I might be on a stage near you, y'all.
Come on. There's people doing podcasts and stuff too, for real. There's people record. Man, I'm trying to tell you, it's fire. Anyways, let me wrap this up because we got like a date or something after this. What we getting?
I think we do, maybe.
What are we doing?
But you guys,
ain't no buts.
It's your girl Kimora She.
And it's Chaz Bruce. This was fun. I'm glad I ran into you.
Well, thank you for being on here.
I'm glad you invited me up to this, and I hope I gave some kind of information that either your viewers or you can walk away with that can be beneficial.
Well, you definitely gave me some pointers, and I know you gave them some pointers.
Dopeness. Keep this shit rocking, y'all. Support what she got going on. What is the podcast called again?
The Artist SitDown.
The Artist SitDown. If you're an artist, come on ahead and sit down and come talk to Shorty. You know what I mean? Just don't talk to her. Don't be smoozing her up because she might be my Shorty by then. All right?
And you're watching episode 5. See you next week. Thank you for being on here.
You're more than welcome. Thank you for the invite. That was really nice. That was good. You got it.
That was amazing.
Yeah, keep that shit going. What are we doing?